Welcome to T-Boys TV. We're back again with another match preview. Obviously, we've done one of these when we took on Napoli in the first leg. We all know what happened there. I didn't say a win. Thank God I didn't say a win because I looked like an idiot, wouldn't I? And I did get how many goals we'd score right and ignore that. My dog could just, it's just one of them. But obviously, I haven't uploaded for a few days. Obviously, with the football being called off, there wasn't really much to post, was there? Just like to say on YouTube, obviously, I've said it on my socials. Rest in peace to the Queen and all of that. Obviously, like I said, here for a preview to Liverpool versus Ajax. Obviously, kicking off tomorrow at Anfield. Liverpool's first game at Anfield since the semi-final last season, which was obviously Villarreal in the Champions League at home. So yeah, let's see how they do there. Let's get into some comments first. Hanno says, so close to 1,300. Subscribe and like the stream and give Tyler therapy before his team lose again. I wouldn't even be surprised, mate, if we lost again at this rate, to be quite honest here. Ajax are a very good side as well, of course. So, hope Liverpool win 10-0. I hope Liverpool win full stop, mate. Do you know what I mean? But, yeah, that's not going to happen, but I understand why you say that, of course. And then big up Billy's random clips. He says, all right, mate. I'm all right, mate. What about yourself? But, yeah, let's get into the preview of this game. Probably won't be too long. Obviously, the last one was like half an hour that I did. And the first one we'll talk about, we'll talk about Ajax. They're doing very well, still unbeaten the whole of this season. Obviously smashing up their league like they usually tend to. 6 out of 6 for them. I think they've scored 17 goals or something, only conceded 3. Obviously in the Champions League, their last win was a very emphatic win to open the group stage campaign for them. Obviously against Rangers. I watched that game and I just thought they were just really good. When they were passing the ball around, they were very good. The goals they took were very good. They took one of Rangers' best players, the number 3. I don't know how to say his name, but he's a class player, and he looked brilliant in that game. The whole team, they were just dominant all over him. A very good side, of course, despite all the players they've lost out on. Still got the likes, of good players that come in, like Bergwijn. That's a very good signing for that, for them. Tottenham, it didn't really tend to work out, but, with him being, from Holland as well, sometimes that helps out, doesn't it? And that sort of thing. And all that sort of thing. It's gonna be an interesting one. They're high flying at the moment. Liverpool, we all know what's going on there. People saying Liverpool, should they change up the formation? Now, there was a formation I thought that Liverpool could go to the other day, and I really think, we should maybe give it a go, but I don't think we will in this game, unfortunately, and that is the 5-3-2, because it gives Trent, higher, more room, like in that sort of middle, and then you've got more of a base with the 3, at the back, could potentially give that a go, but I can't see Liverpool doing that in this game, unfortunately. It's going to be an interesting one, of course. Like I said, they've got a lot more confidence than Liverpool right now. Liverpool have an advantage in the sense where they didn't play at the weekend, whereas Ajax did. I can't actually remember what the Ajax score was. I'm pretty sure they won. I just can't remember what the score was. 5-0. 5-0 they won. They're at home for that as well. So it's one of them. Liverpool would have had longer to obviously focus on this game compared to Ajax, with them playing on Saturday. They're at home as well. We know how good Anfield can be on a European night. Liverpool still, last time they lost there was with fans, was Crystal Palace in the Champions League. The last time they lost there was, who was it? Who flipping was it? Atletico Madrid, I think it was. I can't even remember who it was, but yeah, that weren't great. That's all of that being said. We'll go through some more comments. Long day. I had PE last today, which is pretty dead. Yeah, having it. Yeah. Yep. If you lose to Ajax, seventh syndrome for Klopp, almost definitely he's getting sacked soon. I still don't think he'll get sacked, mate. I think he'll walk. I think he'll have enough, to be honest. But I definitely agree when you say about the seventh syndrome. It's not looking good in that aspect, is it? But yeah, you know what I'm going to get up now. I'm going to get up a bit of a head-to-head against Ajax. Obviously, I do research head-to-head last couple of games and that sort of thing when I'm doing my predictions. And just quickly, before I talk about this, if you do want to see what I've said for game week 2, I will be uploading championship ones if anyone's interested as well. No, there's a lot of people that usually are on the channel. But yeah, I'll be uploading them soon on the community post. But the Champions League ones are currently up there. The championship ones I'll upload there, you know, shortly after the stream or, you know, a bit after. But yeah, obviously Liverpool versus Ajax head to head. Liverpool 2 wins. Ajax 1 draw and a win for Ajax. They've actually scored more goals, which is the mad thing in that aspect. But yeah, don't really tend to be a lot of goals in these fixtures. Obviously, Salah's our all-time top scorer now in the Champions League, 34 goals. Yari Litmani, I don't know how to say his name, but he did actually play for Liverpool, that guy. Don't ask me how I know that, but he did. Obviously, competition, Liverpool, you know, record and that. Liverpool obviously won it 6 times, most recent, 2019, of course, against Tottenham. Ajax won it 4 times, so, you know, I like Ajax, I want to be honest. They're, of course, a big club as well. Love to go Ajax away one day. I think their stadium's phenomenal. But yeah, I won't be going this season unless someone can get me a ticket, but that's just very unlikely, isn't it? Ford, and the money for Champions League is a mazza, an absolute mazza. But yeah, obviously 1994, 1995 is when they last won it. They've won it 4 times, so they've won it a lot as well. I roughly remember these last 2 games. Obviously, I won't remember the other game because I wasn't born. The year England won the World Cup, or just after, I think. But yeah, they won 5-1 there, 5-1 in the first leg. That's mental. 2-2. And then these ones recently, or fairly recent, I remember the 1-0 away. I just can't remember who scored. I remember watching it. I went out for dinner with one of my aunties. I remember watching it on my phone. Just can't remember who scored. But then obviously the 1-0 at Anfield was a Curtis Jones goal. So, yeah, last 2 times Liverpool won narrowly, and this is what I mean by there don't tend to be a lot of goals in this fixture. So, yeah, there you go with that. But yeah, just thought I'd get that up. Like I said, it helps me when I do my research on, you know, thinking about scores and that sort of thing. So, yeah, there's that. Obviously, I haven't played each other an awful lot of times. But, yeah, that's that. Let's go into some more comments. Premier League games being delayed isn't great, but rest in peace, Paul Queen. No, absolutely. It is a bit gutting that Liverpool not playing on the weekend. I was thinking of maybe doing neutral watch-alongs, but I don't know. On Saturday, I think I'm going to Luton anyway because it looks like the games are on. What I'm hearing from people inside Luton, but then again, they don't make the decisions like that, do they? So that might change. But yeah, come on, Ajax, Klopp out. And then the games on Sunday, I didn't even finish off what I was saying. The games on Sunday, you got Brentford, Arsenal, but yeah, both London clubs that I don't really know if that's actually going to continue. Apparently it is, which is interesting, but Liverpool, Chelsea's not. Okay. And then the other game is Everton, West Ham. But that's at Everton, so yeah, it's not too bad in that aspect. But Everton, I wouldn't do a watch along today. Not really. Come on, Ajax, Klopp out. Thank you. Hopefully, Graham Potter does a good job. My mum is currently on the jobs there. Well, dealing with her. Trust me, at the start of this stream, mate, if you rewind, you probably hear them. I'm not going to lie. God save King Tyler the First. Yeah, the World Cup's going to be interesting. Obviously, he'll be singing that during the World Cup. But yeah, like I said, RIP to the Queen and all of that. And big up British chap, he says calm. But yeah, there's that. What I'm going to get into now is the lineup I would go with. Like I said, I'd love Liverpool to change formation, play a very similar formation to Luton, and let Trent play a bit higher up. But yeah, Liverpool are not going to do that. I can't see him doing it in this game. I'll be very surprised. So I'll just go to what it usually is and what most likely is going to stay as. Alisson in goal, of course. He's been one of the shining players, I guess. The goals, he couldn't really done anything last week. Defending's been shocking. He's still made some really good saves one-on-one, especially in games like Everton, for example. Obviously, Pickford was better in that game, but Alisson, he just hasn't put a foot wrong, in my opinion. So obviously go with him in goal. Right back, you got to go Trent, despite how he's been. I hear a lot of people say put Gomez in right back. Nah, he's not a right back. He can do a job there, but even then, he's not been great, has he? So I'll definitely not go with him. Calvin Ramsey's obviously still not back either, so can't go with him either. Left back, Robertson has come out that he's injured. So you're going to have to go Tsimikas, and I don't even mind Tsimikas. I think that's a very good backup option, and I think it's needed in the sense where it might sound bad, but someone, the players that have more chance of starting week in, week out, I think some of them need to get injured just for the sense where others get a chance, like Tsimikas, because he has not put a foot wrong, since he's got his chance to play in this team. So, I'm gonna go with him. Well, you got to go with him anyway. And to Robertson, speedy recovery and all of that. Of course, the back two, I see a couple of people still saying Gomez. For me, it's got to be Matip. You saw it as a little bit more stable when he come on. So definitely going with Matip and Van Dijk. I went with them two in the last game anyway, despite, Gomez being on all right form up until that game. He certainly was in the game before that. He was, like I say, his best player for me against Everton. Midfield, CDM, you've got to go Fabinho. I know Van Dijk hasn't been great, but it's one name where he's still got guy of him, isn't he, really? The midfield, I'm gonna go Thiago. I think, he, when he come on, you saw, how stable he made the midfield in that aspect. I think he won like the most tackles out of the whole team, and he literally come on, it's ridiculous. And then the other side, I'm going to go Harvey Elliott. I feel you can't really drop him personally. So I'm going to go Harvey Elliott as that right midfielder. And then the right wing, I would still go Salah. I would still go with him. I don't really think... I just think the way he's been played is just not right whatsoever. I'll stick by that. I don't even think there's a lot he can really do unless he just ignores it. But can he really do that? Left wing, you've got to go Diaz again alongside Harvey Elliott and Alisson. He's been one of the better players at the moment. So you've definitely got to go with him. And then obviously up front, I would go Nunes. I would go him in this game. Then you've got Jota to come on. I think at the moment we should use Jota more as a super sub. You saw it when he first come into Liverpool, when he was more of a super sub, he was doing all right. And, he's just coming back as well. Firmino, I wouldn't go with him for this game. I would go Nunes. So, yeah, that's the team I would go with. Hanno says in the chat, Gomez right back. Like I said, mate, I know Trent's not been great there, but Gomez is not a right back. Yeah, he can do a job there, but he's not even been great, has he? And Calvin Ramsey's not back. I definitely would not put Milner there. I'd rather, if Milner starts nowadays, he starts as a right back, then the midfield. But still, no, I'd still go Trent, mate. I would love to change formation, play a similar formation to like Luton, for example, but Liverpool are not going to change it. I can't see that in this game anyway. So, yeah, that's what I'm going with. So, Alisson in goal, 4-3-3, of course. Tsimikas left back, Van Dijk, Matip at the back. Trent on the right side. Midfielder, Fabinho, Thiago and Elliott. And then Diaz on the left, Salah on the right, Nunes through the middle. So, yeah, that's the lineup I'm going to go with. Now, score prediction. How do I see this one going? It's difficult. It's difficult because this Klopp 7th syndrome thing is making me a little bit nervous. I'm not going to lie. Ajax, they're a very good side as well. Of course, won very emphatically against Rangers. I think Liverpool better than Rangers, of course. But, it did look very good. They got a lot of confidence. They won 5-0 at the weekend. They're unbeaten. in everything they've played in, competitions, league, and obviously their first game in the Champions League. Something that is making me feel positive, though, is that record Liverpool have at home, in the fact that the last time they lost there was Palace, with fans. And then obviously Champions League, I think it was the Fleck Country, I can't even remember. It's like the round of 16 or whatever it was. So that gives me confidence in that sense that I might not lose the game. The last couple of games I said a 1-1 draw, and I haven't really looked like an idiot. Everton, it was 0-0, so I got the outcome right. And game before that, got battered, but I didn't say we were going to win this one. I am going to back Liverpool. But it's not a confident backing. I'm not going to lie. It's not one where I strongly think we can win this. Not at all. Ajax are a very good side. I just think with Liverpool being at home, also the fact, like I said earlier, having that longer break, being able to be more focused on this game. I just think Liverpool will edge it. But like I say, it could literally be all right. I wouldn't even be surprised if Ajax won 2-1. I'm not even going to lie. But I just think with it being at Anfield, that'll benefit Liverpool as well. So I'm going to go over 2-1 to Liverpool. Goal scorers, do you know what? I'll do goal scorers. I'm going to go Núñez and Salah. Because the positive thing Liverpool have as well, which I haven't really mentioned, I haven't mentioned at all, is on that left-hand side of the defence, they've got Daley Blind, who's not really the greatest of players. And that could be, this could be Salah's time to, expose him in that aspect. And I'm going to go Núñez. I'm going to go Núñez to bag one. I know I said that in the last game, but did he even start in the last game? I can't even remember. Let me just quickly have a look. Did he start against Napoli or was it Firmino? I can't even remember, people. So, yeah, let me just have a real quick look at that. No, it was Firmino, yeah. So you can't really judge me on that, to be fair, if I'm being honest. So, yeah, I'm going to go with them two to score. For Ajax, I'm going to go Bergwijn. I've got a feeling he's going to score. I feel a lot of Tottenham fans are a little bit harsh on him. Yeah, he wasn't overly great for Tottenham, but I don't think he was as bad as certain people made out. And he looked all right against Rangers. I'm not going to lie. Every time they're on the front foot, they're just a threat. The way Liverpool have been defending, you've got to watch out for that, honestly. Especially the pace they've got to get in behind. But like I say, I'm going to back Liverpool to win 2-1. But like Hanno says, and like I said earlier, wouldn't be surprised or will not be surprised if you draw or lose, literally. More so a draw, in my opinion, because like I said, the Anfield record is very good. But yeah, no, absolutely. We'll be fired up and the crowd will help you. Yeah, I think the crowd's, I've got a feeling the crowd's going to be very good tomorrow. Which is, of course, expected with how the team's been. It's the first Champions League game since that semi-final last season at home. So, yeah, I definitely expect it to be good. That's for sure. And, yeah, obviously, Tommy Firmino. So it's gone with 2-0. Nice. And Billy said earlier, I hope Elliott gets picked for the World Cup this year. That'd be interesting if he did. I don't think he will, unfortunately. I think it might. Even though he was starting to be a regular for Liverpool last season, up until he got that injury for Leeds, I just feel it still is a little bit early for the international stage. Plus, Southgate has his favourites. So, yeah, there's that as well in that aspect. But, yeah, that is the end of the Ajax versus Liverpool match preview. I will be doing a watch along tomorrow to the game if all things go well. I should be working tomorrow, but I'm not too sure of the time as of yet. And like I said, if you want to find out all my other Champions League predictions, if you go on the community posts, I put them all up on there. And like I said, very shortly, I'll be putting my Championship predictions on there if anyone's interested. I know a few people will be. So yeah, drop down your predictions if you agree with me, whatever in the community posts and that sort of thing. The Hat Show will be back tomorrow as well. So yeah, I'm not too sure of a time yet. Probably around about 6ish, maybe just after. and then obviously a watch along for Ajax versus Liverpool. So yeah, we're sort of back on the channel. Actually, no, we got quite a lot of content this week. Actually, I'm going to Luton. I'm finally going back again to Luton on Wednesday. Of course, we've got Coventry. Recent years, we tend to do well against them. But, I'll get more into it tomorrow. Don't want to say too much now about that. So, yeah, that'll be hopefully on Wednesday. If not, I'll get it out on Thursday, the vlog. Thursday, probably nothing unless, like I said, the vlog doesn't go out on the Wednesday. And then Friday, there'll be previews to some Premier League games. And obviously, some are not going on. Saturday, should be going to the Luton game if it doesn't get called off. And then Sunday, I'm not sure. Like I said, the games are not really games that I'm thinking of doing watch-alongs to on Sunday in the Premier League. So I'll see what goes on. I might do a reaction to the games, I suppose, because yeah, there's only 2 games, and the second one's at 2:15 anyway. So yeah, that's probably what I'll do there. So yeah, there is quite a lot of stuff coming up. So there's going to be content now every day, just maybe not on Wednesday or Thursday this week. So one of them days there won't be. So yeah, big up Kenny says, yo, big up yourself, mate. I'm literally about to wrap up. Big up yourself. And if any of you missed what I had to say, then obviously if you're watching on playback, feel free to let me know your score predictions, what lineups you'd go with, all of that. And yeah, that is that. So yeah, big up everyone. Don't forget to smash a like on the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share the channel as well. And turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload or scheduled stream. If you want to follow me across any of my socials, links to them are in the description as well. And yeah, until tomorrow, I will see you lot in a bit. So yeah, until tomorrow, take care. Big up yourselves. Stay safe. Take care. Peace.